Welcome to the Make Stuff Fix Things YouTube channel. In this video, I tackle making some prototype tap handles for a brewery project I'm starting with some friends. It's called Human People Beer. Follow along as I figure out the process of making these. I don't think I'm allowed to promote alcohol on the channel, so I'm definitely not doing that. This is a how-to video, but if you're interested in learning more about the project, please visit it at humanpeoplebeer.com. Thanks for watching. This is the iteration of the flower tap handles for the Human People Beer project. This was my first one. This is actually out of walnut and kind of just freehanded it. The goal is kind of to make a tulip looking thing. From there I tried to draw a template, try to get my bearings on the size and shape. And this was kind of version 2, that the result of that. And this is actually out of some basswood that I have left over from making some canoe paddles. Getting closer, you know, as far as the shape goes, but still kind of have some pointy stuff, and then the proportions aren't quite right. This is my version 3. I'm feeling pretty good about the shape. I'm kind of taking everything kind of straight up, and then relying on the cuts to actually give that visual curved look. This I like. I think I'm just going to make the stock a little bit smaller, I guess, in the width in all directions, just to make it a little easier to grab a hold of. But I like how it's going. I don't have the threaded inserts in just yet. I'm picking those up. But follow along as I work to make kind of my final prototypes of these, get them painted, and then probably end up making quite a few of these if it all works out. Here's kind of where I'm going with the stock. So that'll be what I'm working on tonight. So this is basically the blanks for the flowers, and then making just a slightly larger blank for the base of the flower, which will be green. I got this chunk milled up last night, so this is just 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and then I'm just going to cut some 4.5 inch chunks of that for the flower bases, and then probably a few more. Then I'll cut a longer section and then mill that down a little bit smaller for the flowers. Got my first set of flowers all sanded and prepped for paint. I'm gonna have to figure out my process here. I cut these long because I don't want to waste them. I don't know. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. These with their stems, I glued the stems in. So these are going to be the green, and then these I'm going to paint a couple different colors. Which will be a little bit tedious here to get going with the small quantity, but maybe once I make a bunch of them, it'll work out. But you know, right now I just put these on screws. It's gonna mean I have to spin them and probably do a few coats of paint, or a few passes in order to get them fully painted. But I think in the future I'm gonna get some 1/2-inch dowel and cut that up just as a, so I can kind of do something similar to this for painting the bases. Because this, I'm thinking I can sit here, hold my gun, and actually just spray the whole thing in one nice shot, and then stick it in the drying rack. And then when I'm done, I'll separate the two pieces and then move the flower over to the stem. So I don't know, still figuring out exactly what this process is going to look like. Pretty excited with the process improvements I've made so far, even just doing these kind of initial 6 of them. I think Jimmy Dresta calls it going to school. So both with the shaping, I started off, you know, with the combination of bandsaw and then hand forming them, and then with these I kind of figured out a bandsaw jig that'll work, so I can make them a little more consistent, repeatable, and faster. So it's just going to be a continuous learning process as I figure out how to make these at scale.